Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Chelsea Timeless Tarot. My name is Chelsea. This tarot reading is meant for you to watch by the 4th of October 2025. But if you stumble upon this video at a later date, this message is also meant for you. I'm giving away a free personal reading. For a lucky winner to enter, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you. And it's free to subscribe. Now let's see, what are the important messages that you need to hear today? Lord Jesus, please guide this reading with your truth and light. Amen. Please bear in mind that this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Always use your better judgment to make important life decisions and not based on a general tarot reading. Whoa. A chapter is closing. This is important. Very, very important. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So if you've been feeling very disappointed, sad, if it's not you, I suspect it could be somebody else, okay? It could be, excuse me, this King of Wands here, a fire sign is probably sad, disappointed, or if you're sad and disappointed, it could be due to this person. This person, again, is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because it looks like you've already closed this chapter with this person. You have evaluated the situation and you've come to a decision with the Hierophant. You somehow feel that this is the right thing to do. This is the mature thing to do. This is a ethical decision to make. So you made that right decision, that ethical decision, and they know that too. That's why they are in this Five of Cups energy. There's this feeling of still mulling over what had happened in the past, their behavior. Now this fire sign person, masculine, doesn't matter, masculine or feminine, we have both, okay, whether you're a male or female. But I feel like this person will come to a realization, if they haven't yet, with a judgment. After a period of time of them learning from their lessons, a period of time of this Five of Cups, as in a period of time where they've been reflecting, reviewing their past actions, they are going to come towards you, because the King of Wands is the king of actions, right? So they're gonna come towards you, they're gonna take actions towards you, because the Ten of Wands in reverse feels like as time passes by, it's gonna weigh very heavily on them. Could be guilt, could be just them keeping quiet, not doing anything about this, or accepting the fate. I feel like at one point in time this person must have resigned to the fact that this is over. They may have resigned to the fact that this is over, but then there's a fire in them with the King of Wands. There's a fire in them to want to actually pursue this, but this only happens after the judgment. That means after them reevaluating everything, reviewing, and they feel like they can't get out of this Five of Cups energy. So this is somebody who is so confident, thinking that if they were to, as time passes by, like the world, oh, I'll be fine, I will close the chapter, I will heal, I'll be fine, I will forget about you. But it doesn't seem to be that way, okay? Because the Five of Cups is still in an upright position, and the Three of Wands in reverse, I feel like you guys may have turned your back on them because you know your worth and your value, or that you do not want to further exhaust yourself. Now the Empress is a very motherly energy, very nurturing energy. I normally read the Empress for my viewers, whoever is watching this video right now, but again, feel free to roll reverse. But the Empress in reverse, it feels like she's very exhausted. Basically, she's very exhausted. She's just saying, like, I don't have any more of me, of my energy to give to this connection. I can't babysit this person anymore, because again, she's nurturing, she's motherly. And then 10 of Cups here is in reverse. So this is somebody you are in a separation from right now, or there's trouble in paradise. I'm also picking up on a very specific message here. There could be some issues about children or family, children or family. Because the Empress is a sign of fertility, but when she's in reverse, either she's infertile or she doesn't want to have kids anymore. If she has had kids before, maybe she doesn't want to have kids anymore, or her biological clock is ticking. So for some of you, this could be the issue, or somebody unwilling to be a stepmom or stepdad. I'm going to tell you something. It's very funny. When I was in Australia, I mean, I used to live in the States, but when I was like much younger, me and my mom were in Australia, and my parents have already divorced, right? This reminded me of that situation. Some of you could be that. So my mom met an Australian man. I think at that time I was like 7-8 years old, and she went on a date with this Australian guy because my parents are divorced, and the Australian guy really liked my mom, and my mom really liked him too. But it was just it wasn't like, oh, I've fallen in love or anything like that. It was like in the very beginning of the relationship. They just went on one date and that was it. She was introduced by her sister, my aunt. So what happened was, I was very rebellious. I was unhappy that my mom was going on a date with this man. So I cried and cried and cried on the night she was supposed to go out to meet him. And my aunt and everybody was like, wait, let your mom have her life, like she, and then let her be happy. I said, no, that's my mom. I don't want my mom to, I don't know, maybe I was just too clingy. But anyways, I met this guy the next day, and we all had lunch, and I was so bratty. Not really that bratty. I was just like, do you want to smile? Do you want to talk? Do you want to look at him? So, and he told my mom, okay, I think this is going to be a problem, because if your daughter doesn't like me, then it's going to be a problem. So they kind of broke up just like that. And my mom was actually okay about it. Like, she wasn't crying. She wasn't, because it was still so new. So for some of you, maybe this connection has something to do with external issues, okay? Third party situation, 3 of Wands in reverse. External issues could be because of a third party. Like, for example, that story that I told you, I was the third party. I was the one who came in between the two of them, which, later on, my mom did remarry another man, Chinese man, Malaysian, and I have like half siblings. If I didn't do that, then my half siblings wouldn't be alive, and they're great. But anyways, so sometimes things happen for a reason, right? Because the Judgment and the Hierophant, sometimes we are, maybe the timing isn't right, okay, or there is an age gap. 10 of Cups in reverse. And if my mom was to meet the Australian guy when I was older instead of when I was just so young, then maybe I would have been okay with it, because I would be more mature and less needy and clingy towards my mom, because I was very close to my mom. But anyway, so some of you, it's the timing, right? The timing isn't right because of several reasons, or one reason. Maybe for some of you, the mom doesn't agree, family member doesn't agree to this connection, or there is an age gap, or somebody could be married, or children, something isn't aligned between you and this person. Yeah, so the 7 of Wands in reverse indicates this energy of like giving up. If you do have somebody in your life right now and you feel like they have given up, You think that they have given up. They haven't, okay? Their heart still desires you. Their heart still burns for you. I know it sounds cheesy, but the King of Wands is the King of Fire. So, but let's see a little bit more. And I'm so sorry, I haven't been active on this channel. I just had so much going on, and I was also busy with my other channels. But you know, I'm at this this period of time in my life. I'm making like a big change. I moved out from my place, and I'm currently traveling, and I'm going to continue traveling. I'm going to be continuing traveling for a while, okay? So I was just preparing to make this big change. So anyways, but I'm here. I'll come back. All right, the Moon in reverse for Pentacles. God's will, I will come back. I mean, we never know what's gonna happen tomorrow, you know, in the next minute. Life is so unpredictable, but this person is still holding on to you, okay? For Pentacles. Some of you, it feels like if you're going on an interview, because the Judgment could mean that this interview is going to change your life, okay? You'll probably get that job, but getting that job means for some of you, you have to travel, or you have to move, or you have to resign or quit your past job, or whatever you could be doing. There's like a shift here. The Moon in reverse, yep, this person has started to realize that they have lost you, and they're still holding on to you. For Pentacles, I feel like this person is unwilling to talk about it right now. Some of you, maybe they have already talked to you, yeah? If not, watch for this person coming back towards you when you least expect it. When you think that, okay, I think this person is done with me, this is when they're gonna return. You'll be so surprised. I have had exes where after like a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years would just return. Seven of Swords. And then told me everything. The Moon in reverse indicates this person probably is going to express to you their deepest emotions. Seven of Swords here could mean also that this person may not have been sure about you at one point in time, juggling between you and somebody else. And this could also be somebody who has ghosted you, or just running away, escaping from the reality of things. I think this person may have started to catch feelings for you. So before it gets too deep, they run away. We've got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this person does love you, does care about you. And for some of you, you have two options in love, or two options in your job. Okay, one you're passionate about, the other maybe you like the job, but it's not the same. It feels like a completely different type of job. That's just for some of you. But for some of you, Two of Pentacles could mean you have two options. Yeah. Now, this is probably why the Five of Cups is here. That means that option, when you have two options, you choose one, you have to let the other one go. So you have to disappoint the other person. So I do see a disappointment here, where you are eventually going to make that choice. You're going to evaluate instead, right? With the Judgment here, you're going to evaluate these two people. One, again, could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. This could be that person. Could be one person who is probably in love with you, and then you've got the other one who desires you, is very passionate about you. Again, these two are masculine energy. It can be anything, but I just feel like these two people are interested in you, okay? Again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a fire sign, Aries, and a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. So Seven of Swords, maybe this is somebody that one of these people was that person who may have walked away or did something very sleazy or just somebody very selfish. You may have found out and you felt disappointed and you've been keeping to yourself, and this person has still been holding on to you even though this connection has ended. And then the King of Wands could be this other person whom you're going to be meeting. Some of you maybe already met this person, but I see you generally you have two person and one you have to choose. I mean, you don't have to choose either one if you don't want to, but I feel like you're gonna choose one. You're gonna have this talk, you're gonna evaluate everything, and the Hierophant, you're gonna choose that person. Or should I say, God could be encouraging you to choose the person who has similar moral values as you do, who aligns with you, your purpose in your life, the person who will take this connection to a level where it's official, means marriage. The Hierophant definitely could indicate marriage. 6 of Wands. So you're gonna be a hot cake, okay? You have two admirers where I think, or admirers with two love options, and looks like the ball is gonna be in your court, unless roles are being reversed here. But I feel like for most of you, like 90% of you, these people, these two people are going to chase after you. They are going to try to say something, do something to impress you. 6 of Wands is also a very, very successful card. So for some of you, this choice is going to lead to success, but make sure again that you have to evaluate everything, because it's important. The world, that means you're going to start a new chapter with this person, and your life is going to change dramatically depending on who you choose or which career you choose. If this is a career situation, we're gonna pull out more cards. We're gonna see a little bit more here. Six. Bitterness. You may still feel bitter towards this person. This 7 of Swords, 9 of Cups. You may still feel bitter for what they have done to you. Influences. Maybe it's due to third parties, or they're not sure. Third party may not always have to mean another person. It could mean something within themselves. Something else is coming in between themselves. That comes from within. I hope that makes sense. Pride, a very strong Leo energy. Somebody could also be very prideful, to come forward. Karma, what goes around comes around, just like this Judgment here. For me, I feel like whatever this person has done to you, either one of these two has done to you, they're going to be receiving the karma, and this is when they are going to have this realization, these regretful feelings, and they want to look, second chance, and they want a second chance. They're going through a lot of pain, but they could be very cautious right now, and they're contemplating. They may have caused you, again, a lot of pain, where you will be very apprehensive when this person returns, because you're afraid that this person is going to repeat something that they have done. I would like to suggest, if that's the case, both of you will have this talk. But the moon here also says intuition, right? If you intuitively know that this person hasn't changed or will not change or will repeat their behavior, probably best to just close that chapter. But again, this is a general reading. Just take what resonates and choose peace, Peace to me is so important. Nobody needs no stress. Seriously, I mean, for me, myself personally, I do not need more stress, because my type of work, I do tarot, and every time when I do tarot, I have to make sure I'm very neutral. My energy is not, I'm not too happy, I'm not too sad, I'm not too angry, I have to remain calm, so that the messages will be, unbiased. I hope that makes sense. So for a lot of you, you're choosing peace, or God could be saying choose peace instead of pain. But sometimes people are addicted to pain. They want to feel the pain to feel alive. That's like a little bit twisted, but I hope that's not you. And it could also be this person, they're feeling pain, that the pain may have been the reason why they realize they feel something for you, right? If you feel nothing, indifferent, that means you don't care. But let's see more. Let's see, what are the other messages for you? If you want to book me for a personal reading, you can book me. All info is below. A lot of people tell me that I'm very accurate. The past is now behind you. A lot of you are definitely putting behind your past. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Yeah, there is definitely a new path with the World as the first card that came out. Whatever you used to nurture, you're not going to nurture anymore, because I see a reset. Okay, 10 of Cups and Reverse. Whatever you have envisioned as your happily ever after isn't the same anymore. The type of structure, it feels like you're rebuilding this new structure, and you're turning your back and not fighting for anything or anybody that just doesn't serve your highest good anymore. Okay, this is when this King of Wands will come in, this masculine energy. It says here, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Now, if you find yourself in a situation, well, if you have always wanted a marriage, to be married, okay, the Hierophant, or to be in a committed relationship, but you're single, God could be saying, you know, tell yourself that you can enjoy, you can be happy being single. And when you allow joy into your life, regardless of the circumstances, this is when you're going to attract your person. Again, this fire sign energy. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. I also feel that somebody might come towards you and distort your perception and cloud your vision. So make sure you are clear, okay? Judgment. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. I do believe your soulmate is either already here or they're coming in, or just energetically, yeah. This King of Wands here could also be a Taurus, but a lot of fire energy. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So there could be somebody here, that probably that person who made you feel bitter, or they could be bitter. This could be that person who wants a second chance. I think definitely there could be a possibility of somebody returning and saying they've learned from their lessons and they want a second chance. But are you going to give it to them? That's on you, okay? Let's see a little bit more. Passion, just like the King of Wands. Somebody's passionate about you, or somebody you meet is going to be somebody who has full of passion, drive, ambitious, true love. You're going to meet your true love. If he or she isn't here already, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Keep your doors open. That's the thing, right? The Judgment feels so open. The 3 of Wands and over 7 of Wands in reverse. You know that saying, if you keep dwelling on something from your past or someone from your past, then you're closing the door energetically from somebody new or more genuine to come in. You're blocking it. Some of you are blocking it, but some of you have already realized that you're not going to block that anymore. You're going to open your door wide for this person to come in. Soulmate, see? This is your soulmate. Or somebody is going to believe that you're their soulmate and they want to return and ask for a second chance. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Now you look at the Hierophant here. Hierophant to me is having faith, praying to God. Well, I'm Christian, but you guys can pray to whatever you want to pray to. But to me, there's only one God, and I believe in Jesus. And sometimes, you know, we just have to sort of surrender. We just have to pray and surrender, especially when it comes to things that we have no control over. We can only do our part. We can only do so much. And if we overdo things, it will come off as desperation. It's too much. Anything too much is toxic. Anything too much is poisonous. So I feel like with balance, a sense of peace in terms of like, okay, I'm gonna go out and meet people, okay, I'm gonna work hard and whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna surrender. I'm gonna have faith that God will take care of this, whatever the outcome is. Just surrender. Sometimes, just like the 10 of Wands here in reverse, sometimes we don't have to really carry the burden that is not ours to carry. Even if you think long and hard and you want that person to want you, or you're looking for a husband or a wife, and you can think about it, you can pray for it, but don't get too obsessive over it, because some people, just like this biological clock I was talking to you about, the Empress in reverse, some people want a husband or a wife just because their biological clock is ticking. The more you chase, the more it's gonna run away from you, just like the 7 of Swords here. Not saying that you don't have to do anything and sit down and relax, still do something for yourself. Like the 6 of Wands, try to achieve the things that you want to achieve. And if there is somebody you see whom has a big potential, then you can invest your time on them. Not saying that they have to do everything and you do nothing at all and you just sit back and relax. It's give and take, right? Life is such as life. We have to give and take. We are always constantly exchanging energy, but when one person putting more energy into the other person while the other person isn't invested as much, then the other person will feel abandoned in some way, shape, or form. So it has to be mutual. It has to be balanced. Anyways, this is your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. And also I have multiple channels. If you are a Virgo, if you are a Gemini, if you are a Sagittarius, feel free to subscribe to these. I have many channels. Check them out. Some channels I'm still working on them. I haven't posted any videos, so just 1 or 2. But yeah, just click home and you see all of the channels on display. Feel free to subscribe or not, up to you. I hope to see you back here again very, very soon. Love you. Bye.